Hi, beautiful souls. It's me, Delush, from Girl and Her Moon. And right now I will be channeling the energies of the full moon in Pisces that will be occurring early into September 2020. It will be occurring on the 2nd, and it is an amazing time when you have full moon or even new moon in Pisces, because Pisces is a very gentle, kind, compassionate, loving energy. So it's all about understanding each other, being more compassionate, being more kind, being more sweet and gentle. And besides that, we have also being intuitive, very spiritual. Our imagination can actually run wild during this time, and any spiritual or creative or artistic pursuits are also known to be wonderful experiences during this time. So if you have a creative, side to yourself, get down and get creative. If you want to embark on anything that is spiritual, this is the time to do it. So full moon is when everything will be illuminated, like the moon being a big light bulb in the sky, and a lot of things will be much more clear to us, and it will help us to release all of those things, situations, beliefs, experiences, whatever it may be at any level, that emotionally deep down we were not able to bring out. This is the time to actually let it all out, but in a healthy, very kind and gentle, compassionate kind of way, of course. So great time, and I hope you enjoy the layouts that I will be doing for each of the signs, which will be starting from, of course, Aries, the baby of the Zodiac, and we'll end at Pisces, as Pisces is the full moon. So I have 4 questions for each sign, and we'll take it from there, and we'll see what comes through. Aries, you're in the 12th house, so it's all about releasing and letting go. It's the house of the subconscious. It's all about maybe certain secrets coming out during this time as well, but it is the last house of the Zodiac, which means a lot of things, habits or beliefs, certain situations that do not serve you anymore, do not serve your highest self. It is time to release and let go of these situations, conditions, habits, or whatever they may be. Okay, so let's see what comes through for Aries in relation to the Pisces full moon. So 4 cards. Okay, so the very first card we have for Aries is the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is water element. The cups are basically hearts, so it kind of relates to emotions and feelings, and the 9s represent fruition. Okay, so The Nine of Cups usually mean fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Emotional fulfillment. So what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the Pisces full moon, Aries, for you? Well, whatever it is, you will be having emotional fulfillment. Something will be illuminated to you where you will feel emotional fulfillment. It's like a wish card. So it just means some sort of wish or desire or manifestation is ready to come into your life where you will feel emotional fulfillment. Okay. All right. So the next card we have is the King of Wands. Fire element, just like you, Aries. And the king here is ruled by the wands, which also represent the spirit side of the human being. Spirit side meaning behaviors and attitudes, desires, passions, creations, aspirations, inspirations, ideas, all of those come into the wands. So what is currently blocking this gift coming into your life? The king, well, all kings, they come through with vision as male energy. You know, we say men are more visual. Well, that's how it is. The kings have visions. Okay, so a vision and double vision with the King of Wands. So what is currently blocking this gift? If you are answering a question that you have a vision. So if you've got a vision in your mind and you are keeping that vision in your mind and not releasing, letting go and forgetting about it so that the universe or source energy can answer that question for you, okay, can bring your manifestation into your life. If you are pushing forwards with a desire and passion for something without letting source energy, without allowing source energy to do it for you, well, that is what is blocking you. Okay, so you need to let go and release. Have faith that things are going to work out. You need to let source energy, you need to let the universe answer your questions for you. Okay, if you answer them with a specific answer, and you are blocking the possibilities of many possibilities. Okay, so you're blocking all those many possibilities that can be a possibility for you in your manifestation. So do not focus on it. Let it go and forget it. The more you focus on it, the more you're resisting it. The more you focus on it, the more you answer it, the more you will get your answer, and it may not be fulfilling. Okay, so once you do release that, you will get fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Okay, release and let go. Next card we have, how can you tap into this gift? Okay, so we've got an earth element card here. This is the Seven of Pentacles. The sevens say have faith, be patient. Okay, so how can you tap into this gift? By having faith or patience while you are working on making your worldly investments. So the pentacle cards or the coin cards are earth element. They represent the material, physical and three-dimensional world. So it's saying, how can you tap into this gift? By just being busy with your material, physical and three-dimensional life, basically. Okay, just work and do what you have to do, and do not focus on that big picture. The more you focus on that big picture, you are blocking yourself because you are not allowing many different possibilities of something manifesting into your life. You're focusing on one possibility, and maybe it's not going to be something that's fulfilling. Okay, next card, we have the Fool card. Okay, so how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? Ooh, okay, so the best way to use this gift is say, well, I'm ready for a fresh start, and I have faith, and I'm leaping into that faith, and it's time to embark on a brand new beginning. Okay, so the Fool card is like the embryo card. It is the 0 card. It's like before the 1, it is the 0. So it's like the brand new beginning, the very beginning. Okay, so that's how you can use this gift to better align with your higher self. Just have faith and leap into fresh start. Okay, do what you have to do. Make sure that every new adventure is a new beginning for you. That way, when you do have this special gift coming into your life, it's like a new thing. So have fun with it. Okay, have fun with it, and trust it. Okay, but do not be reckless with it. Do not be reckless with it. So if you do start having illusions or maybe images coming through, you know, maybe you end up being psychic or something during this full moon. So how can you use this gift that can better align with your higher self? It is saying have fun with it, enjoy it, explore it, but do not be reckless with it. Have faith that whatever it is going to be like a new beginning to many new beginnings. Okay, so that is for you, Aries. Hope you enjoy the full moon in Pisces. Taurus. Okay, so let's see what comes through for you. Four cards within this reading. Okay, the very first card we have is the Star card, Taurus. And firstly, you are in the 11th house. And the 11th house relates to friendships, groups, associations, ideals, causes, hopes for the future, just like the Star card here. And it is the 11th house usually is ruled by Aquarius, and believe it or not, this Star card is also ruled by Aquarius. Okay, so it's about hope and spiritual guidance. So our very first question for this layout is, what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon? So intuitive or psychic. So I'm getting more intuitive here. It represents, you know, maybe even psychic. Okay, so because during the full moon or even new moon with Pisces, we get more visions. Okay, so our intuition is stronger, and you're having more hope. That spiritual guidance will also come through. okay, or because of spiritual guidance, you will have more hope. Either way. So it's like, you know, you wish upon that star at night, and then you have hope and know that there is hope for the future. Okay. And this is something like, you know, this is something that you can maybe say to yourself, the universe shows me that I can have faith in my dreams. Okay, you may even have certain dreams. Okay, so those are the things that could be illuminated during the full moon in Pisces. Okay, next card. Queen of Pentacles. So what is currently blocking this gift? Okay, so first we had this airy fairy card, ruled by Aquarius, air element, the crown chakra, and then what we do get is this card, the Queen of Pentacles, which is ruled by the earth element. She's very dense. She is in her material, physical, and three-dimensional world. So what is currently blocking this gift? Well, queens are actually creative. Okay, they're creative and nurturing. So when we do have the Queen of Pentacles here, what's currently blocking this gift is your either focusing too much on your worldly creativity to create abundance, or to create finances, or something about the material world, the three-dimensional world. Okay, so you're focusing on your reality, basically, the dense world, and you're not focusing on what is possible. You're disregarding it. So that is possibly why you are being blocked. That is possibly why your gift is being blocked. Okay, so that's what we're seeing here. Come out of your comfort zone. That's what it's saying. The next card we have is the Temperance card. Okay, so how can you tap into this gift? Temperance card is all about balance, okay? It's all about balance and healing. It relates to your solar plexus, which is right there, just underneath the heart center and just above the navel. So it's the solar plexus is the sun of the body. Okay, so it represents balance and healing. And how can you tap into this gift? By having balance and healing yourself. Also patience. This card also represents patience. So your extremes will guide you to find peace, or your extremes will guide you to find how to tap into this gift. Okay, that's where you will start to align yourself, getting aligned, getting grounded, in tune, and in balance. Okay, so that's how you can tap into this gift, by aligning your energies, basically. So how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? And we have an earth element card here. But this earth element card is a little bit different with the Queen that we just recently had. The pages represent messages or information, and this can represent a new venture or new opportunity. It may even represent a new job. Okay, so how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? Okay, so it is by firstly here healing yourself. Okay, this card also represents information, knowledge. Okay, it's like mastering something, learning something, mastering information coming through. Page of Pentacles represents an eternal student. So by looking into it, looking into what it is that you're experiencing, what is it, why am I experiencing this, etc. Okay, if you did see a dream, what does it mean? If you feel like you've got hope for the future, but what does it all mean? Why do I feel that way? Okay, so all of that information. It's saying look into it, and this could be your new venture. What else? With the page, it also represents desire, okay? Desire or ambition. So how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? To have desire, to have the knowledge, to have the information, okay? Having a craving for new ventures, wanting to learn more about what it is that you're going through, okay? So that kind of situation is coming through for you, Taurus. Now, I don't know how this all resonates, but it probably will. Okay, so enjoy the full moon in Pisces, Taurus. Okay, so the next sign we have is Gemini. And Gemini, you are in the 10th house, the house of career, prestige, and reputation. Let's see what comes through this 4-card reading for you. Okay, so the very first card we have is, and I dropped it, the Queen of Wands. Where did it go? There we go. So the Queen of Wands is very unfortunate for it falling. Okay, so Gemini, you are in the 10th house, like I explained before. And the first question of this reading is, what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon? Okay, so the Queen of Wands, she comes through as someone who is very interested in mystical things. Okay. She is firstly very creative, because all queens are creative, and she represents vibration. So maybe you will be more in tune with the energies during this full moon in Pisces. Okay, so even if it's not an intuitive feeling or a psychic gift coming through, but I do see with the Queen of Wands, you will be feeling vibrant vibrations coming through. Okay, so vibrancy, vibrations coming through. That's what I'm hearing the guides saying. So also being creative. So maybe being creative with the vibrations. Maybe you're going to start feeling the energies, and you want to be, doing these creative things with it, getting to know it, getting to experience and explore it in some way. Okay, so that's what's coming through in regards to the full moon in Pisces. The next card I have is this one. So what is currently blocking this gift? Okay, so this is a 4. 4s are all about stability, and it just means that maybe you have been feeling apathy just recently. Okay, feeling bored, apathy, feeling maybe disconnection, not being able to connect to the energies. Okay, so that's what's coming through with this one. So disconnection from the energies, but you will start to feel the connection during the full moon in Pisces. So how can you tap into this gift? Ooh, the Knight of Swords. So the knights represent motion, okay, some sort of movement or motion, and the Knight of Swords here represents quick, sudden and quick action. So you may actually feel it by doing quick, sudden actions, and that's when you can feel the energies. Okay, so that's what's coming through with this card. The next card I have is the Empress card. And how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self, Gemini? Okay, so the Empress is all about creativity. It represents the heart and sacral chakra. The heart chakra is all about being kind, compassionate, and gentle and nurturing, while the sacral chakra is all about creative, okay, and sensitive as well, like to the energies around you, sensitivity. And this is saying, the Empress is saying, to be able to use this gift to better align with your higher self, you need to connect to the earth, which will remind you that abundance is unlimited. Okay, connecting to the earth, you will realize that abundance is unlimited. Okay, so this time around it's a very different kind of reading to the norm. So, hope you enjoy the Pisces full moon energies, Gemini. Next sign we have is Cancer. Cancer, you are in the 9th house, and the 9th house is all about travel and higher learning, philosophy, spirituality. It's all about different cultures and languages. All of that is coming through in the 9th house. Now, let's see what comes through for you with the 4-card reading for the Pisces full moon. A lot of Cups cards here. Okay, so the very first question is, what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the Pisces full moon? Okay, so we have this one, 2 of Cups. Okay, so number 2 is all about duality. And when you have the Cups, it represents love. Okay, so what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon? You'll start feeling more love, compassion. You'll start feeling more connected to, or even coherent to everything and everyone around you, connecting at a very high or spiritual level. Okay, so the connection is there. It's like reflecting, connecting, and also connecting through source energy. Okay, so mind, body, soul connection. So that's what's coming through. You will feel a complete connectedness or coherence during the full moon. The next card I have is the Queen of Cups. All queens are creative. Creative feminine energies, and it's all about nurturing. So what is currently blocking this gift? This gift of being coherent. Okay, So I do see the Queen being creative and nurturing, but are you nurturing yourself, or are you nurturing others and being a martyr? Okay, so insecurity and dependence, or being like a martyr, giving too much, is what can actually block this gift. Okay, losing yourself in the service of nurturing, basically. Okay, so how can you tap into this gift? The Ace of Cups. It's saying the only way you can tap into this gift is by trusting your intuition, because the Ace does represent your it represents unconditional love. Firstly, the cups represent potentials, and it represents the cups. Ace of Cups represents being so connected where you're feeling intimate or coherent to everything and everyone around you, connecting to source energy, the love, the main source, the energy of emotion. So your intuition, where you will feel new feelings of spirituality coming through. Okay, it's like something that is just personally at your own personal level, basically. Okay, that kind of feeling. All right, so how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? Well, we've got a Swords card this time, and it's the Five of Swords. Fives represent challenges, okay, and the swords represent defeat of some sort, okay. So how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? By challenging not to be defeated, okay, challenging not to be defeated, not giving in to this situation where you feel like you are being like a martyr, or if you're feeling insecure, challenging that insecurity. If you're feeling like dependent, if there is some sort of codependency going on, challenging that and not getting defeated, basically. Okay, so that's how you can use this gift to better align with your higher self, finding yourself, being more self-aware. So that's coming through for you, Cancer. The next sign we have is Leo. And Leo, you are in the 8th house. The 8th house, it represents joint resources, meeting needs, life secrets. It could represent birth and death and rebirth, transformation, etc. All of those as well. Okay, so let's see what comes through for you with this 4-card reading. Okay, so we have an Earth element card, which is the 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Coins. So the very first question is, what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon in Pisces? And the 10s represent completion, and here what we see is some sort of culmination that has come forth from maybe even your ancestors. Okay, so what I see is the earth element cards representing the material, physical and three-dimensional world. It represents your roots, it represents your ancestors, it represents your DNA, it represents your genetics, your family background, all of that. So what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon? Okay, so some sort of culmination of information, culmination of knowledge from your ancestors can be illuminated during this full moon in Pisces. Okay, it may also be relating to family as well. Okay, the next card I have is the Emperor card. So what is currently blocking this gift? The Emperor is a very strong character. They are ruled by Mars or Aries, and they're like authority, father figure type person or energy. It represents the root chakra, and what is currently blocking this gift is either you are being too much in authority over someone else, or someone else is being in authority over you in some way. So what you need to do is find a way to release yourself from that, or it may mean that you need to own your own authority and have the will and the power to create your own life's structure in some way. Okay, so being rooted, being grounded. This also represents your roots, your background. Okay, so if you are not grounded, if you're not rooted, like if you feel like you're not, you don't belong where you are, if you feel like you're fleeting, okay, your energies are like up in the air, it will block this gift coming through. Okay, but if you feel a connection of some sort to your background, your family, your background, your ancestors, your roots, you will actually feel more in touch with the earth, more connected to the earth, more connected to everything and everyone in the earth. Okay, so that kind of situation is coming through with the Emperor. But if you're not grounded and you're not taking responsibility of your own authority, this can be blocking that gift. Okay. The next card I have is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, how can you tap into this gift? All aces are potentials. And the Ace of Wands is known as the fire element cards, and it represents the spirit side of the human being. So it's your behaviors, your attitudes, your desires, your inspirations, your passions, your ideas, all of that. So how can you tap into this gift? Through your inspiration. So if you get inspired about something during this time and you feel a desire or you feel a passion through that inspiration, it means that you are tapping into this gift. Okay. The next card I have, or the last card, is the Ten of Cups. Cups represent water element, and it is emotions and feelings of the human being. The cups are like hearts. So how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? This is a number 10. So 10s represent completions, and it represents being able to come and together and unite as being happy together. Okay, also coherence. We see the 10 of Pentacles here turning into the 10 of Cups, which represents fulfillment. It also represents inner happiness, dreams coming true. Okay, so how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? Feeling inner happiness, feeling fulfillment. Okay, believing that your dreams are going to come true, basically. Okay, so that is for you, Leo. Enjoy the full moon in Pisces. Next we have Virgo. And Virgo, you are in the 7th house of relationships, partnerships, marriage. Okay, so let's see what comes through for you with the 4-card spread. Okay, so we've got 3 sword cards. Sword cards are air element. They represent the mind and the processes of the mind. So the first card we have is the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords, nines firstly represent fruition, okay? And the 9 of Swords represents anxiety. This is just the basic meaning of the 9 of Swords. The first question in regards to this card is, what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon? Maybe you're going to find out why you're feeling so anxious, for instance. Okay, why are you feeling that way? Why are you feeling hopeless? Oops, sorry. Why are you feeling hopeless? Anxiety or mind chatter. Okay, so you will actually start to understand what the core reason is. You will be you will get some sort of intuitive information. The situation will be illuminated or uncovered or like out into the light, secrets being revealed, etc. Okay, so yeah, so that will be coming out into the open. That's what this card says. So any situation that you were feeling anxious about or worried about, this will be illuminated, and you will understand. You'll have like an because swords represent the mind and the processes of the mind. So you will be getting some sort of images or something where it will show you why you have been feeling this way, what the reason is, etc., etc. The second card we have here is what is currently blocking this gift. Okay, so card number 4. Fours represent stability and the swords represent rest. Maybe you've been resting too much, or maybe you haven't had enough rest. Okay, so 4 represents restlessness and burnout and stress. Okay, that's what you've been feeling here as well. But this is like what is blocking that gift. So if you've been feeling restless and burnt out or stressed, that's what's been blocking you. That's what's been blocking this gift. Okay, so how can you tap into this gift? We have the Hierophant here. Okay, the Hierophant is like the priest or some sort of religious teacher or preacher. Okay, so the Hierophant also is ruled by the throat chakra. It's very earthy, earth element. It's ruled by Venus and Taurus. And it's saying, it's when how you can tap into this gift is by taking the true and tried road, taking the true and tried path. How have you been doing it traditionally? Doing it in that kind of sense, okay, for now. So choosing traditional ways and embracing it, and that's how you will do it for now, okay. So that's how you can tap into this gift, the way you've known, okay. And it relates to relationships, partnerships, all of that. So the house that Virgo is in at the moment, so it may have something to do with marriage as well, okay. So because the Hierophant also represents marriage and is falling, okay. Yeah, so the Hierophant also represents marriage. So maybe finding sanctuary within your marriage as well, finding peace and sanctuary, finding strength within your marriage as well. So that kind of situation, if you are married. If you're not married, maybe sticking to the traditional path of whatever it is that you're going through. Okay, so how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? We have another Swords card, which represents, again, the mind, processes of the mind, and Seven of Swords. Sevens represent fate. Okay, so how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? When you get the opportunity to connect, you need to make a break for it. Okay, so that's what it's saying. It's saying that do not use new tactics or strategies to be able to connect at some level to your intuition or your higher self. Use the traditional sense. Maybe if you have some sort of belief, connect with that belief. Okay, so that's what this is saying. So that's what's coming through for you, Virgo. Okay, so enjoy the full moon in Pisces. Libra. Libra, you're in the 6th house of work, environment, duties, routine, and health, as well as pets. Okay, so these are the kind of areas that will be affected mainly during the Pisces full moon. Now let's have a look and see what comes through for this 4-card spread. Okay, so we've got 2 10 cards here. Let's start with the first one. The first one is 10 of Wands. 10s represent completion, and the wands here, they kind of look like burden. So the very first question what we have is, what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon? Okay, so with the 10, it represents accomplishing something through some sort of responsibility, maybe through hard work. You will be able to tap into some sort of intuitive or psychic gift. Okay, it does show that you need to work hard at it, basically. Okay, there is accomplishment as long as you stick to it and do it. But this also shows me that there's a lot of stuff that you need to remove away from your beingness. This card represents fire element, and it represents the spirit side of the human being. So this could be like ideas, a lot of desires, maybe a lot of projects, a lot of behaviors and attitudes that do not serve you. You know, all of those things that you need to kind of like release and let go. Okay, so through doing that, you may have some sort of intuitive or psychic gift that you that may be illuminated by the full moon. Okay, so that's what's coming through with that one. The next card we have is the King of Pentacles. So what is currently blocking this gift? Well, the king, when the king is in the negative sense, the King of Pentacles or coins, he's an earth element king. He represents the three-dimensional world, the material and physical world, and usually representing abundance and prosperity. But when he's upside down, or when he's gone negative, we see the energy of greed and indulgence. So what is blocking this gift? Maybe you're are you indulging in food and drinks? Are you being greedy, not sharing? You know, all that kind of stuff. So once you do release this, then the blockage will be released. Maybe you've got too much on your hands, just like this card. Too much on your hands that you have to deal with as well. That is kind of like an abundance of things that you need to deal with. That is kind of like a burden onto you. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. It is stressing you out. Okay, so the next card I have represents how can you tap into this gift? You need to find balance. Okay, so the Justice card represents the heart chakra. It's saying that you need to work on your heart chakra. You need to balance your energies, bring them into alignment. You need to be fair to yourself and others, because there is a cause and effect eventually with everything. So if you say to yourself, I get what I give, then and open your heart, be more compassionate, and be more fair, not just to others but also to yourself. That's the first thing that you need to do, being fair to yourself. Then you can tap into this gift. Okay, the next card I have is how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? Okay, so we have another 10 card. So this 10, which was burdening you, finally ends up drowning you or killing you. Okay, so what we have here is the 10 representing completions, endings. So ending all of that was a burden, a responsibility that you put onto yourself, where maybe you were feeling generous to help others, too generous sometimes, or maybe you're being greedy. Okay, either way, because you were out of balance. Okay, maybe you were turning bitter. That's what you need to do. So how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? Release all that is a pain in the neck, pain in the back, pain in the butt, etc. So releasing all of that, releasing and letting go. The only way up from here is up. Okay, so it can't get any worse. The only way up is upwards. Okay, so that's how you can use this gift to better align with your higher self, by releasing all of this that has been burdening you. Release and let go, because it's been too much to carry around. It's been like giving you pain. Release and let go. Okay, so that is for you, Libra. for the Pisces full moon. Scorpio. Let's have a look and see what comes through for you. 4 cards for Scorpio. And Scorpio is in the 5th house, the house of recreation, romance, and creativity. Also including children. Okay, let's see what comes through for Scorpio. Okay, so 4 cards. The very first card I have is the Hierophant. Okay, so what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon? And we've got the Hierophant card, which represents traditions. So something traditional. Maybe you forgot something that is some sort of service, maybe. Okay, so but it represents more so tradition. Okay, something traditional, something that you forgot all about. That is also at the same time religious or spiritual. Okay, it does represent some sort of gift that will be coming through relating to maybe your religion or your spiritual belief, or even it also represents your identity within the group or society that you're in. Okay, so that's what's coming through in regards to your psychic gift that's going to be illuminated. You may be recognized more, something like that. Okay, something may come through where you may say something and people may be wowed by you. Okay, so something like that is coming through. The next card I have is this one, which is the Judgment card. So what is currently blocking this gift? Are you judging yourself? Are you judging your others? Okay, so it's your inner calling. Okay, so your inner calling may be blocking this gift. Maybe it's not time to use this gift. But just trust and believe that you are now aligning to your life's purpose. Okay, that's probably why maybe something that needs to be unblocked is not being unblocked yet because it's not the right time. Something that needs to be activated is not being activated as yet because it's not the right time. Something that needs to come alive within you is not coming alive within you as yet because it's not the right time, etc. Okay, so that could be what is blocking you because it's not the right time yet. The third card I have is the Star card. So how can you tap into this gift? Having hope, not letting go of hope. Okay, so the Star card is all about hope and spiritual guidance. Just having hope that the universe will show you that you can have faith in your dreams or your desires or whatever it is that you need to or want to manifest into your life. And the last card I have is the Ten of Cups. So how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? Through inner fulfillment. Okay, so the 10 represents completion, and it's the Cups card which represents emotions and feelings. So completions in relation to connections or family, etc. Okay, where hearts come together, basically. Okay, so how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? By believing and hoping that it will happen and being happy and fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled anyway. Also spending time with children, okay, spending time with family and children. coming through. Could be children, could be grandchildren, it could be nieces and nephews, etc. So that is for you, Scorpio, for the Pisces full moon. Okay, so next we have Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, it's all about home, house, and family for you during this time. Let's have a look and see what comes through the tarot. Okay, so Sagittarius, the very first card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, she's an earth element queen. She represents, or should I say the earth cards represent the material, physical, and three-dimensional world. So what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by this full moon for you, Sagittarius? And it could be relating to some sort of investment, maybe something that you're trying to invest to your home. Maybe it relates to you being able to invest into your physical body, your health. It may relate to buying new stuff for the home. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles comes through as a homemaker, like a housewife. Okay, so someone that cooks, cleans, and makes the home beautiful, etc., etc. So, so you may be getting some sort of intuitive gifts in, or your intuition may spark some visions about, you know, or maybe illuminated with some sort of inspiration of, you know, new things for the home, new things for the home, something relating to the home, something something to do for the home. How can I manage this? How can I pay for that? Kind of thing. Okay, so you may get some sort of information coming through here. Okay, so what is blocking you? The inability to choose what is blocking you. So the sevens represent faith and patience. So it's saying have patience. You've got a lot of dreams and fantasies about your options out there in regards to what you want to put into your home or what you want to do in regards to your home and family. And it's saying when you don't know what you want and you're not focused, it can block this gift. So you need to start to focus on one thing maybe, okay? The cups represent your they represent hearts, and it represents the emotions and feelings. So it's like what you feel you want to manifest. It feels, you know, what you feel you want to have. It's not about what you think, it's about what you feel. Okay, so focus on one thing at a time, not all at the same time. So how can you tap into this gift? Being emotionally intelligent, emotionally balanced. Okay, so balance your emotions, don't overwhelm them, otherwise you'll be like, energies will be all up in the air. You will not know how to focus, basically. Okay, the next card I have is the Two of Swords. Okay, so the Two of Swords represents how you can use this gift to better align with your higher self, releasing your indecision, releasing confusion, being in a stalemate. So release that confusion, just like this card is saying. If you're confused, focus on one thing. Make a choice. Eventually you need to. So make a choice and stick to it. That's what this card is saying. So that is for you, Sagittarius. So the next sign we have is Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, you are in the third house. It relates to short courses or learning something that is simple. It relates to communication in general. It can relate to short journeys, maybe short workshops, siblings, cars. Okay, all of that is coming through. Let's have a look and see what comes through with the tarot. So 4 cards for you. Okay, so what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon for you? I do get the High Priestess here. So the High Priestess, she is like your inner voice, your intuition actually. Okay, so she represents your intuition. She is ruled by the moon herself. And she's water element, and she represents the third eye, so it's all about visions through the third eye. She represents your inner knowingness, your inner guide. Okay, so your intuition will be illuminated by the full moon, basically. Okay. So what is currently blocking this gift? You focus on material potentials. Okay, so all aces represent potential, and the Ace of Pentacles, which is an earth element card, which represents the material, physical, three-dimensional world, potentials, investments, and things that you can invest in so that they can grow. So all of this is currently blocking this gift. Okay, these thoughts, these situations, thinking about investing, maybe buying that car, for instance, is blocking this gift. Okay, listen to your intuition. Maybe your intuition will guide you, because she came through as the High Priestess, which represents intuition. So how can you tap into this gift? Okay, so we've got a 5 of Swords here, and the Swords represents the mind. Okay, the processes and expressions of the mind. 5s are all representative of challenges, and here what we see is the mind may actually defeat your intuitive feelings or information coming through your intuition. So how can you tap into this gift? Defeat your mind. That's what this card is saying. So defeat your mind and listen to your intuitive feelings. Okay. The next card we have is the 9 of Wands. The Wands cards represent the spirit side of the human being. So it's all about your passions, your desires, whatever lights you up, basically. Okay, whatever lights you up. And how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? Okay, so the 9s represent fruition, and it's all about being resilient. Okay, so sticking by something, sticking by it. Okay, defeating the mind so it doesn't overwhelm you, sticking by it and listening to your intuition. So that's for you, Capricorn. Okay, next sign we have is Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you're in the 2nd house. It represents material values and security, the money that you earn yourself. So if you're committed to a relationship, it doesn't represent your joint finances. It represents your soul finances. if you are earning finances yourself, and it does involve your own possessions, your security. It may also, it also represents your values. What do you value about yourself, for instance? Okay, so that's what's coming through with astrology. Let's have a look and see what comes through the tarot. 4 cards. Okay, so what we have here is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles here, she comes through as an earth element energy. Okay, so all queens are creative, especially this queen. She is even more so creative. But what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon? This card is saying, well, something creative is going to be illuminated. It may relate to some sort of creative project, investment, or it may relate to your physical body. Okay, so something intuitive, or it may be a psychic premonition or something like that you will get. So something will be illuminated by this full moon in relation to those themes, your material, physical, or three-dimensional world. Okay, and yeah, the Queen is very creative, and she's, her thoughts are all on her abundance and her creativity, as well as her physical body, her health. All of that is coming through. Okay, so something, you will get an illumination through either your intuition or some sort of psychic premonition in regards to those themes. Okay, so what is currently blocking this gift? Okay, so if you are basically, firstly, this card represents recognition. Okay, so it's a card number 6. It represents growth and it represents recognition. So it relates to how you are recognized, okay, how you are perceived. So it's not about how you yourself or even how others perceive you. That matters, because if you take this into consideration, it's going to actually block you, and you're not going to get that information that's coming through in regards to whatever it is that's concerning you. Okay, so if you're, for instance, if you've got a situation in regards to your physical body and you want to release and let go of that, but you are so concerned about how others recognize you, or how others see you, or how you see yourself, that information that you perceive is going to be information that's stuck in your consciousness. Okay, so it's the only way to receive the intuitive or psychic information coming through. You need to let go of this, or don't be so concerned about this. Okay, if you want to change something, you have to start seeing it in different perspectives to be able to allow a new perspective to come in. Okay, so that's what's blocking you. Okay, so how can you tap into this gift? So we've got the King of Swords. All the kings relate to vision. Okay, so, well, male energy, males, or they're visual. Okay, so vision. And how can you tap into this gift? It's saying accept the truth of, look at the truth of the matter, what it is. Try to find the truth. Okay, it's all about being clear at the mind level, because the sword cards represent the mind, and it's all about, you know, the processes and the expressions of the mind. So you may, you may be looking at something in a skewed way. So it's saying look at it in a way that is truthful to you, okay, or truthful, basically. So that's how you can tap into this gift. Maybe you can accept it as being the truth, whatever information that's coming into your life, illumination, accepting that as the truth, and that way you will be able to form whatever it is that you desire to manifest. Okay, so how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? We've got the Hangman here. Okay, so the Hangman represents letting go of suspension, basically. Letting go of suspension, letting go of holding on to something or some sort of belief or situation that does not serve you anymore. So it's time for a sacred pause or stillness that will grant you perspective into the truth of the matter, where you will be able to change whatever it is in regards to yourself that you thought was the truth, or because other people recognized you that way. Okay, so that's what's coming through in regards to the tarot here. So that's for you, Aquarius. Enjoy the full moon in Pisces. Next we have Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, this is your moon. It's all about you. It's all about the self. It's all about you doing things for yourself. Okay, let's have a look and see what the cards say for you. So 4 cards. Okay, so the very first card we have is the 5 of Wands. The wands represent the spirit side of the human being. It just means things that light you up, you know, like your passions, your desires, inspirations. It also represents behaviors and attitudes. So what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by the full moon for you? It's going to be a bit of a challenge, okay, because the 5s represent challenge. It also represents conflict, which can represent conflict within yourself, okay. It's going to be highly emotional, highly charged. So you may feel more energy. You may feel like, you know, you can knock down the mountains, that kind of situation. But what intuitive or psychic gift is being illuminated by this full moon? It represents something through the spirit side, because it's a spirit card. Okay, so something spiritual is going to be illuminated by the full moon through your conflicts or challenges. The next card we have is again a number 5. This time it's a Cups card, and the Cups represents emotions and feelings. So what is currently blocking this gift? Okay, again, the 5s represents challenges, but it is something relating to a loss. Okay, so loss meaning loss or grief or disappointment. Okay, so what is blocking this? You having the inability to accept what is and move on and find peace within yourself. Okay, so that's what you need to do. You need to accept what is, move on, and find peace within yourself. All right, the next card we have is the Empress card. So how can you tap into this gift? The Empress, She's not a queen, she's the empress, and this is your time as being the empress, Pisces. So it's saying open your heart and your sacral chakra. Heart means, you know, the heart center. Sacral is the navel chakra, and it's all about being creative. It's all about being abundant. It's also about being fertile. It's ruled by Venus and also Earth. Okay, she's Earth element. So she's ruled by Venus, but she has Earth element. She is in touch with nature. Okay, so how can you tap into this gift? Getting in touch with nature, connecting to the earth, which will remind you that that's where abundance is, and abundance is unlimited because you can create your abundance as long as you are coherent and connected, and you are also in the momentum. Okay, so this card represents getting in touch with the earth, feeling grounded. You do see the red cushion there representing grounded, getting grounded. Also the orange cushion representing the sacral chakra, and the green around her representing the green heart center chakra. Opening your heart, connecting to everything with gentleness, kindness, and creativity and abundance. So that's how you can tap into this gift. Okay, feeling your female strength. We've got Venus there. Feeling the feminine strength. So how can you use this gift to better align with your higher self? We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, like all queens, she is very creative. We've got a lot of creativity in your tarot cards today, Pisces. So being creative with yourself, basically, okay? Being creative with yourself, having that feminine strength, but not being a tyrant, basically. Being very gentle and sharing your abundance. And the Queen of Wands here, she's creative, but feeling the vibrations, being in touch with all the energies, being in touch with all the energies around you, okay? Feeling the vibrations, feeling the vibrations. She is fire element, and fire, the spirit side of the human being. So the spirit being our aura or our spirit or higher self in the at the upper realms. Okay, so being in touch with the mystical side or the energies around you. Okay, so that is what's coming through for you in regards to the Pisces full moon. Pisces. So that's it. Thank you.